So next up here is Double Jin. Now there's not much to know this matchup. There is a fair bit guessing against the wave dash mix-ups. So you just kind of have to outplay the Devil Jin player by guessing right. But other than that, like there isn't much to know in the matchup. Some tracking stuff. So 1-2-2 is +4 in hit. So let's just go over generally at what he can do at +4. So you can go left against them for 1. You can go left against them for 2. You can go left against 4 for 2. Now you have to sidewalk all this in most cases. You can go left against Hell Sweep. And you can go left against up for the 4. However, he does have a few stuff to stop this. So for example, he has do them back 2. So this will track you going left. You can sidestep into low parry. Sidestep left into low parry. But then that just opens you up to the mids that I showed earlier. So there is a bit of mix up. But there is this as well. This is probably his best option to stop you from stepping. You actually can't step jobs. Either way, I believe. However, you can crush under with Denmark 1. Denmark 1 is really good in this matchup because it's 6 frame high crush. So it's really good against Mishimas who does jabs, and electrics. Like electrics and jab kind of game. You can go unders with Denmark 1. So I think left is generally better against Double Jin because obviously you avoid electric, you avoid hell sweep. Well, I mean, you can avoid electric with by going left. It's harder since season 2, but it is still almost possible. It is still possible in most cases. So I think generally left is the best way to go. Even at range, going left is better because 4 for 2. You can go both ways against 4 for 2. Right is better against 4 for 2, but you can go left as well. And I would recommend going left because of the hell sweep, the electric, and up 4 especially as well. So just this is the thing people need to know. 1-1 into I'm a Mishima player, so bear with me. 1-1 into him hell sweep. You can still step this, even if he's +8. You can still step. So don't fall for this mix up. Because some of them likes to do 1-1 to try and throw you off, and then just do mix up. Just watch out, it's not real. So when he knocks you, then when he does a combo and knocks you, then you want to tech roll to your left, and in some cases, if there's too slow on their wave dash into hell sweep or whatever, so if they wave dash, hell sweep or whatever, when they chase you down after Oki, try and tech roll left, and in most cases you can sidewalk left the follow up hell sweep or electric. Now obviously if they time it well, you can escape it, but it's hard to consistently do that. So I would recommend going left. So like I said, Denmark 1 is such a nice button in this matchup because it avoids jabs and avoids electrics. So I would recommend using Denmark 1 a lot in this matchup, and Denmark 4 as well. Denmark 4 from Oscar. Okay, so let's go over some important strings you should know. So this back 4-2-1, this second hit is -10. Not a lot of people punish that, but you need to punish this to start forcing them to do the follow-up, which is this. So if you try to punish second hit, this will interrupt you. So you have to go right against this. So it's a little mix-up. You either punish the second hit or you sidestep the follow-up. It's a little mix-up. This is also important to know. Then for 1-2 on delay, a lot of them like to delay it. You can actually 2+3 in between this. So make sure you know this. And the non-delay version, now obviously they can chicken this, but just in case they don't, you can actually reversal in, or at least I could earlier. Okay, I barely can't. Yeah, okay, I must have delayed it when I tested it earlier a little bit. Yeah, you can reversal in between if the delay is like tiny bit. If they just do it straight up, you can't. Wait, if they do it straight up, it jails. Okay. Oh no, it doesn't jail. Let me just test this again real quick. Okay, apparently it does jail. Okay, it doesn't jail. It doesn't jail. So if he delays it, you can actually get a side step left too on it. You can sidewalk left it, but it's very difficult. It's really difficult to do. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot of practice to do this. Okay, maybe not that difficult, but it takes a bit of practice anyway. But just watch out for that. So back 1, 2. Some of them do this. It's kind of gimmicky. We can actually launch on block. This transition on block you can actually launch. And if he does the whole thing, like if he messes up his 12 frame punish or something, it's quite common. It's a -14. Yes, -14. And 4-2 didn't punish there. I mean, it didn't show up as a punish. Okay, so while standing 1, 2, the delay version. Again, we can 2+3 this. And we can armor through. And if he does while standing 1, 4, make sure you duck this. Obviously, if you try to interrupt with a crush, you'll just get interrupted. But you can actually reverse both options. So let me show you. Again, they can chicken this, but just in case they don't. So there is a 3 frame gap in there, so you can reversal this, and you can reversal this. The non-delay version as well of that, so just watch out for that. While standing 4-4, everyone should know this. You can actually launch this on block. But sometimes you get a little pushback, so you have to offer to it. You just know when you can do it or not. So just watch out for that. So this string 1+4 into the 2. Make sure you duck the second hit. If you don't, you're gonna eat like a little gimmicky and mix up ender. So just make sure you duck the 2 there. And if they try to whip punish with 4-3+4 and they mess it up, make sure you launch it on block. Make sure you launch this on block. I think it's just -16. Okay, you can get 1+2 on it. And sometimes they throw this out as a panic move, so make sure you launch this as well. Make sure you launch this with 4-2. Now this is very important to know. Off 4 on block, so he has a few options. This is an age-old double chin gimmick. So off 4 into hold down, and then so if you try to do okay, you can do a bit quicker than that, but oh wait, no. Yeah, that's what it was. So if you try to neutral hop kick punish this, it'll whiff. It'll whiff, and then you eat this. So if you try to float it, you'll land and eat this as a punish. So what you can do is, so empty fly. Oh, sorry. Off 4 into the start. Off 4 into the screw, which they will do. So okay, let me just show the empty fly first. So you can always hop kick, no matter what. You can always hop kick. You can always hop kick no matter what. Another option, this is a little bit better to do, is harder, but it's more words. So you sidestep right, and then wait for them to land. Now it's hard to get punished on the empty fly, but you just have to react to what he does. It's harder to do than the hop kick option select, but in my opinion it's important. So you sidestep right, wait for them to land, and then get punished. As shown here. So sidestep right and wait for them to land. Again, it is difficult. I would just hop kick personally in game if you're not ready. And then just another wee thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can sidestep the third hit and punish it. Now, again, he doesn't have much strings to go over. This matchup is really, you gotta go left against him at range and up close in general. Just watch out for them back 2, because that tracks to your left, and watch out for his 4-4-4 homing. You have to watch out for his 4-4-4 homing as well, and his laser scraper as well. Of course, this will hit you if you try to step him as well. So you gotta watch out for all these options. Most of the gameplay will be revolved around you blocking this and punishing it or stepping the last hit, Guessing against Hell Sweep mix-ups, Hell Sweep and 044 mix-ups, guessing against it. Don't back roll against this, because if they read it, they can back roll catch you with electric. What else? Yeah, high crush him a lot. Down back 1, down back 4. High crush him because of his jabs, his electric, and so on, you know. And just play better. That's really the matchup. Just guess better. Make sure you step at the right times and crush at the right times, and then just know the strengths. And that's it. That's it for Double Chin.